Hi, my name is Pandora. I am presently the principal consultant at Pandora Global Agency Limited, marketing and strategic communications firm based out of Lagos, Nigeria. And you're welcome to Build with Pandora, a knowledge sharing session whereby we dive into all things marketing, how to effectively as well as efficiently build your marketing plan, strategy, campaign, whatever it is, as long as it's centered on marketing. All right, so yesterday we touched on the topic mistakes that business to business organizations make with marketing. I know the video did not drop on LinkedIn, but I'm very sure you can catch it on YouTube. And yes, and if you have questions concerning, drop it in the comment section, and I'm very sure the team would get right to it and share that with me. I'm hoping that this series actually has been of benefit to you, and it's been of benefit to or of impact to your marketing journey within your organization. And if you feel like, okay, so I really don't understand in depth as to what is being spoken of, so whatever topic at all within marketing that you feel like, okay, so I need a bit more clarity on this, or maybe practical steps most likely, do feel free to also share that in the comment section, and that way we'll be able to bring about case studies, more case studies. We've actually gone through quite a bit of case studies, but then we would actually go through more case studies that dwells on quite a number of topics, as well as industries and sectors that we've touched on within the agency. So today I received a question. I actually received the question, and we're going to be addressing that question today. And it's with regards to what strategies can I employ to enhance my brand visibility. That's a very good question, and that's a very good question because it's a question I get a lot, especially from business owners that have no idea how to go about their marketing. And it's very it's a question that it's very worrisome, to be honest, especially for business owners, because they do not want to get marketing wrong. Because when you're looking to do marketing right, you're investing time, you're investing resources, and you're investing effort, and you definitely want to see that pan out well. To address this question, I'm actually going to share quite a number of stories. I love teaching through sharing stories, and that way it's more relatable to you, the business owner that is looking to either go into the business or already started off the business already. Now, sometime last year, I met a very, very wonderful young man that has been in business for quite a number of years, and is in a business that one will think that he should not care much about marketing, but this man actually cared deeply about promoting his brand. And it's a service that is used occasionally, so it's not like an e-commerce business or one that people would want to purchase almost every time. It's a business that has to do with craft, right? And this man said something to me that was very profound when I visited him. He said, I sought out marketing knowledge, and I'm glad that I did, because that way, even if I don't want to use an agency, I know how to do it myself. And it's all about consistency, because I guess, and I saw it, that they actually consistently use the marketing knowledge he learned through a training session, a training program, to actually bring about success in terms of his business. And that will bring me to the first strategy I'm going to talk about, which is search engine optimization. This young man took a training session aside from digital marketing, which I'm very sure some of the trainers will also touch on search engine optimization. He took the search engine optimization, it's actually a tongue twister. It took a search engine optimization course and owned it, right? So what he did was, every aspect of what was taught in that training session for SEO, he pretty much practicalized this in terms of his business. Case in point was, if it had to do with content writing, if it had to do with keyword research, if it had to do with uploading of this keyword, the meta tags, the alt text, all things of that nature, it was fully invested in it. So search engine optimization has been one major marketing tool that has provided a lot of visibility for his business, not just within the country he serves, but even the global stage. So people looking to do business within that country actually find him, because he has been able to set up his SEO structure in such a way that it has pretty much yielded consistent results within the country and outside the country for his business. So they find him with ease. organically. So he's not even spending money on that. The money he spent, the total investment he actually spent, was when he actually went for that marketing course, which was brilliant. And I applauded him for that. And and he just says, oh, I just keep updating my knowledge. And that's pretty much the fundamentals of marketing. Once you understand the fundamentals of it, you just keep, because there are new innovations every day that helps the digital marketer, right? You just want to keep evolving your knowledge, staying abreast as to the best practices, as well as the tools that would further enhance what you do. For example, the knowledge I had way back maybe about 15 years ago, it's not the same knowledge I have of digital marketing right now. It has pretty much evolved, and you see drastic evolution within that space, especially with the advent of AI. AI actually is what has been powering the machine learning tools, with regards to digital marketing over the last couple of decades. And it's now that we are seeing the full-on effects of it. You can do so much with that. So one of the strategies that can be employed for brand visibility is absolutely search engine optimization. 1, 2, your investment in your marketing knowledge as well. And if you feel that, okay, I can't do this because I have to run a business, I have to focus on other aspects of the business, then you actually invest in getting somebody or getting an organization that will do that for you, because consistency is the key with marketing. You can do all of the marketing efforts, right, and you just do it once in a while. That's not a consistent effort. It should not yield you the dividends that you so look out for. All right, and that's what I see a lot of businesses do, especially businesses that have not taken marketing as their core, because it has to be your core, right? Any investor would not invest in a business without understanding what is the marketing plan, what is your go-to-market strategy, because that way they know that, okay, so this is the plan for me to recoup my investment back. It's really that simple. So search engine optimization as well. Number 2, investing in the knowledge of marketing as it is. And while I'm still on the topic of search engine optimization, I'm going to talk on content marketing. Content marketing is the reason why Google is Google. It's really that simple. Content marketing is the reason why we search out keywords on the Google tab every single day, looking for information, sourcing for information. Content marketing is king. Yes, content marketing is absolutely king, and that's why we see an uproar in terms of the number of content creators in the last couple of years, because people consume content. Content is why people will make certain decisions, and content is why people would adopt certain services. It's really that simple. Content marketing takes different phases, obviously, and how you deploy content marketing is dependent on the industry that you serve, as well as the industry that you are in. It's very, very important to know that. But the most basic form of content marketing is one that I am even doing right now, which is video-based content. This is also content marketing. I'm passing across the message, but through video format. Your favorite skits, those are also content marketing avenues. Infographics, those are content marketing avenues. Impact reports, content marketing avenues. Text-based content, so that's why you have your blogs. All right, that's why you have text-based blogs. You write content writers and so on and so forth. Content marketing again is king, and content marketing can be used in a myriad of ways. It all depends on the one that applies to your industry and the one that is most prevalent way that your customer would actually consume your information with ease. And also the most basic form of content marketing right now that has proven to be the most effective as well as efficient has been and is video content, right? Because it is a short way. It's people's attention span. That's a human attention span. I believe when I first started off in marketing, it was, I think they said about 5 to 10 seconds. Now it's drastically lower. I think it's about 2 to 3 seconds now, and that's because there are a lot of distracting factors around everybody. So let's say you're watching a video content that you find fascinating, maybe about dogs. I love dogs. I'm going to use dogs as an example. About dogs, right? And you're enjoying this content. Next thing you see another dog content pop up. either as a notification or anything, you're going to scroll to look at that. So that's why the content that you also create, you have to be very convincing as to the time frame, and also ensure that the storyline, most importantly, because that's what will keep people, even if it's 5 hours, to be honest, as long as the storyline is juicy, people would watch it. Case in point is Club Shay Shay. Okay, everybody knows about Club Shay Shay right now, and the interview he had with, what's his name, Cat Williams. That was almost 3 hours. I think it was about 3 hours long, and people consumed that content because it had a great storyline. It had a hook. People were, okay, so what's next? That's the hook factor. So even if you're doing like a TV, so television commercial, you always want to ensure that your script writers, the conceptualization of that entire video has a hook in it. Once it has a hook, people would watch it till the very end, right? And also, it's very important that while you also have a long form content, you also shorten it, right? And that's something that I always advise for corporate organizations, especially within industries I would term boring, because there are some industries that are very boring. So while you're creating that short form content, you also want to ensure that you create the long form content. You also ensure that you create the short form content, so that way it's a teaser. It's a teaser to what the bigger picture is. I see Apple do this a lot because nobody wants to be sitting down and looking at the different functions of an Apple phone, But what they do is they create a teaser out of the longer short form videos that people can easily watch. Another is affiliate marketing. I have been an affiliate marketer. I used to be an affiliate marketing manager for one of Nigeria's biggest e-commerce firms, and it's not talked about enough as a way to enhance brand visibility. And it is a great tool, especially for e-commerce businesses or online businesses. You understand? So, and that's because it has a multi-dual effect. Number one, your content is posted on all the people's platforms, so they're literally doing free PR. They're doing free publicity for you. Another is you, especially for an e-commerce brand, once the content is on your partner's platform, they click on either the banner or the text-based approach to maybe your affiliate marketing, it redirects to your page, right? And the purchase is made, most likely, right? Especially if it's something that interests the buyer, they make a purchase from it. What you only do is you pay a commission to your partner, right? So I'm going to give you a practical example. While I was an affiliate marketing manager, we would create banner designs in different variations for, let's say, bloggers, right? Those are, let me contextualize this further by saying that those that actually sell mobile phones or give mobile phone reviews, right? So technology, we'll create banner designs for them to ensure that it's something that conforms to their website, make it very catchy, obviously, and also announce to this affiliate, our partners, that this is the commission you'll be earning once you sell this phone. And what they're going to do is they're going to prioritize your affiliate banner over any other person, to be honest. And once they click on that, and okay, I'm going to touch on the pros and cons to affiliate marketing very soon. Once they click on that, it redirects to your e-commerce website. They make a purchase, and they should, as the affiliate partner, should get a commission based off of that. Now, the upside to that is obviously publicity. There's dual form of publicity. And also, they only get paid once they actually influence your brand on their platform. The con side to that, I would say, is when there's a lack of transparency. That's always a problem. When the commissions are not paid on time, people are having to, send countless. That's the con side, but we're not going to dwell on that today. Maybe I'll ensure there's a question for affiliate marketing in subsequent series. So that's pretty much. So affiliate marketing is another great way to enhance brand visibility, particularly for e-commerce focused brands. Another another way to ensure consistency with brand visibility is also strategic partnerships, and I pretty much have touched on that in my previous answer with regards to affiliate marketing, and that's because it's a partnership in a way, right? Strategic partnerships is one that always works, especially if you have the right partners, right? It's beneficial to both parties, and both parties will want to ensure that it's one that, you know, it's progressive. An example, a classic example that comes to mind right now that I'm very sure quite a number of people can relate to is MTN Nigeria and their partnership with I believe was the Lumos brand, so the solar powered lightning solution, energy solution. And what this partnership did was very simple. It ensured that while MTN Nigerian database, so their customer base, are looking to charge their mobile phones, and I believe this was specifically targeted towards the rural areas. Once their phone dies, there is no way they can use their data, there's no way they can call people. So that partnership made a lot of sense, right? Because that way you can actually purchase a lot more energy solution. You can charge your phone using the sun, and you can use your data, you can use your call credit. So that sort of synergetic partnership is what I'm talking about. So you want to ensure that you find a partner that is complementary to what you provide as a service or what you give out as a company. And influencer partnership, obviously influencer marketing is, I'm going to touch on that as well, and that's because the power of influencer marketing cannot be underestimated, but there is a side to influencer marketing that most people do not know. Influencer marketing with celebrities and all that, it's all nice, it's all good if it can effectively be measured. Once it can effectively be measured, the return on investment, you can easily say that, okay, so this person, we pay this amount of money and this is what we got from the person in terms of, you know, both the traffic, the conversion, so the people actually paid for the solution and it's something that worked, right? But a greater way to that approach to influencer marketing, and what we actually do for our clients is, as opposed to using the celebrities, which can cost a lot, and we all know that, you want to use nano influencers. These guys would influence the brand without your actual customers know that they're influencing the brand, and we do not have laws saying that they need to state that categorically that they're influencing the brand, except maybe they're doing that on a platform like YouTube, then you have to announce that. That said, nano influencers, for me, in my approach, is they are more strategic, especially within certain industries. There's some certain industries celebrity influencers would absolutely work over and over again, but for other industries, especially for businesses that are just, you know, putting out their foot into the pond to actually test if it actually works, you want to try nano influencers. Nano influencers, I believe, are influencers that are, I think they have between about 1,000 to 5,000 to 10,000 following, and not in the millions in terms of followership. And you work with them to ensure they craft the messaging in a way that resonates with your target market, and they're consistently, you know, posting that, and they're consistently affirming your brand. That's obviously a fantastic way to actually get a lot of brand visibility. Another is one that most people would not touch on, especially marketers, is the memorable approach to actually ensuring your brand is visible within the minds of your target audience. And I will give a classic example for this. There was a brand, and we also do this at Pandora. There was a brand I believe I made a purchase from, and how the entire process from just the discovery of the brand by searching online, to their speed in terms of response, to their inconveniencing themselves to ensure that I was, they could come to my apartment to do the survey, whatever it is they needed to do to give me a quote. That journey, I enjoyed it, So again, it's the memorable aspect of your marketing. Are people, are they happy through that entire process, from the discovery, to the conversion? Are they happy with it? Do they have issues with it? Are there hiccups with it? This is something that you need to, look at your back end and actually fix. to the point of conversion. It's very important you know this, and you also put yourself in the shoes of your customer, or maybe even have somebody random do that check for you, because that way you understand what your customers actually go through without you being the person in the seat, right? So it's very, very important you bear that in mind, and it's also something that would further enhance your brand visibility, because what that would do is to give you word of mouth marketing. So for example, this brand that I talked about, that I enjoyed the entire process, I think I've spoken to God knows how many people about the brand already, and you know, it's something that it always just works. People would want to spread the accolades for brands that are doing well, brands that are doing good, especially given exceptional services that they don't get from anywhere else. Another is advertising with, you know, precision. You want to advertise with knowledge, you want to advertise with precision, you want to be consistent in your advertising. That will get you brand visibility. And that's because let me throw you a bit of a tip. When you're advertising across most of these digital platforms, right, it takes a while for it to kick in. There is a tool that is being used. It's a machine learning tool, and it takes a while for them to understand the messaging, understand your target audience, to show your target audience your ads. So if you're a business owner and you want to run an ad for a product that you just launched, you should do that consistently for at least 3 months. Consistently for at least 3 months. Don't do it for 1 week and stop, because the machine is just starting to understand within the first 2 weeks of what your ad is about, so you can show your ad to the right target audience. So it's very important. That's why I said you have to